Okay, so we're going to solve this equation here. First, I wrote the equation, which should be your step on scratch paper. You should be doing this on your scratch paper and also transferring into Desmos when required. So write the equation first. Next, I'm going to multiply every term in the original equation by 4. Okay, so when I do, the reason why I chose to multiply every term by 4 is because we have a fraction right here. And I always want to get rid of a fraction in my first line when possible. Because the denominator for the fraction is 4, I decided to multiply every term by 4. That is going to actually, when I multiply here, turn this fraction into a whole number, okay? And so you may be wondering, you said multiply every single term by 4. But when you have terms inside a parenthesis, you do not have to multiply every term inside the parentheses by 4 because you multiplied the term outside the parentheses by 4. But if terms are not inside parentheses like we see right here, you have to multiply every term by 4. Okay, so when I do 4 times 1/4, that just gives me 1. So now I'm going to have a 1 outside the parenthesis. However, if I have a 1, I can just go ahead and remove the parentheses because it's going to be 1 times negative 2x, which is negative 2x, 1 times 4, which is just 4. So we're fine. So then that equals negative 4x because 4 times negative x is negative 4x. And we still have our minus sign from right there. And then 4 times 5 is 20. So now we have an equation without parentheses. Now I want to get all of my x terms on the same side of the equation. So I'm actually going to do the inverse operation here, and I'm going to add 4x to both sides, thus getting rid of the negative 4x over here. Once I combine like terms, so negative 2x plus 4x is 2x, I still have the plus 4. Negative 4x plus 4x is 0x, so that term is not there. And then I still have my minus 20. Now I want to get all of my constants on the right side of the equation. In order to do that, I need to subtract 4x from both sides of the equation. The inverse of adding 4 on this side will be subtracting 4. And when I subtract 4, that actually gets rid of the constant term on the left side of the equation, which is what I want to do. Remember, if I subtract 4 on the left side of the equation, I have to also subtract 4 on the right side of the equation. Once we combine like terms, 4 minus 4 is 0. So that got rid of the constant on the left side of the equation. I still have my 2x on the left side. And that's equal to negative 20 minus 4, which is negative 24. So now I need to go ahead and just simply solve for x by isolating x, getting x by itself. Right now, 2 is being multiplied by x. So the inverse of multiplying x by 2 will be dividing by 2. And if I divide by 2 over here, I have to divide by 2 over here as well. So I went ahead and divided both sides of the equation by 2. 2x divided by 2 is 1x, which just equals x. Negative 24 divided by 2 is negative 12. So in this case, x is equal to negative 12.